Hi you all, welcome. Today I'm going to be doing a twin flame reading. Okay, so let's get into it here. We're going to see what's going on with you, divine masculine, divine feminine. What's going on with this twin flame journey. Okay. I want to make my readings like really short, but if it's long, it's long, but they're intended to be short. Okay. So let's see what's going on. Okay, so let's see. What's going on with divine from divine masculine? What's going on with divine from divine masculine here? We have soul love here. So soul love is about unconditional love. Okay, so you and divine masculine needs to have unconditional love here. We have light beings. And light beings is an interesting card to receive for unconditional love, because I feel like there is a lot of karmics and a lot of situations regarding people that is causing you and divine masculine to do things, you and divine masculine to do things that is causing for you both to be in this unconditional love here. For example, this could be like making you do things that you wouldn't normally do. You're like, people pleasing and so forth and so on here. Being that we have soul love, I'm gonna, pull out a power of love card here to get a little bit more information about you and divine masculine, divine feminine here. So we have purpose here. You possess the determination and dedication to consistently demonstrate love. We also have past here. Through the power of love, you release any stagnant situation or energy in order to transform your heart space here. I feel like this unconditional love here is based on the past here. You guys keep like replaying these like things that happened back in the days with each other or with other people. Like there's still that stamp going on, and I feel like although you can't engage with the energy, there's still this stamp of, okay, but remember what you did to that person, remember what you did to me. Like it still sounds like you guys are needing to go through this cleansing state here. We have joy here. You delight in the love of life and bring a spirit of fun to all that you do. Okay, so if you are in union with your twin flame here, all is well. It's just that you both need to like not think about the past in regards to what you did to each other, to other people, and so forth and so on here. The purpose is here. Okay, y'all just need to stay focused and continue to dedicate yourself to your purpose here. So if you both are on social media, you need to continue to focus on that. If you both are have a business, you need to focus on that. If you both have your sole purpose is to have a child with your twin flame here, then you need to focus on that. That's something that y'all need to focus on and not focus on the path. It sounds like a soulmate, situation. Okay, like this is something that you would go with your soulmate here. But I feel like a soulmate has a huge part to play if that's y'all situation here. So I'm gonna pull out a soulmate card and then we'll get some other reads here. Tell me more about this soulmate with divine feminine, divine masculine here. We have twin flame here. So this soulmate actually was jealous. They were jealous, they were envious, and they saw the twin flame signs between you and them. Like if they didn't know about twin flames, there was like a huge amount of connection and charge and passion between you and this person. Like they sense the purpose. Whatever catches people's attention with twin flames here, this is what this person felt. And some of y'all, they didn't know anything about twin flames, as I said, and they just felt all of those energies between you and your twin flames. This person was very regretful for the things that they have done. The things that they have done with you, brought you to their life, towards your life purpose. They were just very regretful in bringing you to a twin flame vibration, frequency, energy. And that's a really heavy like statement and realization to digest. Like that is true. I hate you existing because you got to first place before me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a very aggressive statement. Okay, so this is what this soulmate, just to elaborate a little bit more, this is what this soulmate was tapping into. Okay, we have as your twin flame. So this is what they saw that you and your twin flame was going through here, and they were just there. Okay, so we have twin flame signs here. As your twin flame, I mirror what you're going through. Notice how we are very similar and share the same vision. There is a connection between us that can't be denied. We have to work on ourselves to be together. Look out for signs of my love. It is me sending you. Okay, so this is exactly what you both were doing here, but I feel like honestly, this soulmate that you were dealing with here did things to you, made you think a certain way, and made you do things mentally, physically, and spiritually manipulated the shit out of you. And now you and your twin flame have a hard time looking past the situation because you think that this is authentically, or this person, you to each other and to thyself here, you could be convincing yourself of this nature too, that you actually are the way that you are. This person has sent you down a path where you are not that, and it's gonna take some time for y'all to break that down. Okay, it's gonna take some time. It's like, you know, you can't get over your ex. You can't get over somebody so quickly, so fast, right? But if you resonate and you get down to the fact that how a soulmate manipulated you emotionally, physically, spiritually, like, you and your twin flame will make it and not be in this soul love energy. Okay, these are the things that this soulmate regretted, to be specific here. Some of y'all, this soulmate was a light-skinned woman who wear braids, or has this aura of a light-skinned woman who wear braids, and they was crying, and they're still crying. Okay, we have regret here. I'm so ashamed and embarrassed. I can't bear to look you in the eyes and tell you everything. I can't stand the thought of making you cry. Just let me build up the courage to confront us. This is somebody that saw everything, and they were putting you through a lot. They were putting themselves through a lot by putting you through this. Okay, and this person actually wants to tell you the truth. Well, these soulmates actually want to tell you the truth. Like, hey, I'm really salty that I saw the signs of synchronicities, and I saw that you and, you know, this, you know, you were twin flames. Especially if you talked about this with somebody, they was like, I knew it's you, and I just was doing things and saying things, and I'm all over the place. I'm a mess. And honestly, the way how I look at this is, a soulmate has more work to do with, you know, more work to do than you and your twin flame. All your twin flame have to do, you divine from divine masculine, all you guys have to do is honestly just be like, listen, I know that my counterpart is not like that. You know, I know that my counterpart is happy to follow their purpose. That's honestly what you have to say. Like, this is a mantra at this point. I know that my twin flame is following their purpose, and they're very happy, and they are. Okay? And just tell yourself, I know my twin flame is not like that. Okay, so let's see what's going on in the energy. Yeah, because with soul love here, that's a lot of unconditional love here. Some of y'all want me to read this here. This is also master number 33 as well. So this is not something that you should take very lightly. Okay, this is like a whole continent. Okay, yes, I say a continent, a whole borough. Okay, like that is against you and your twin flame. Okay. Okay, so love is unconditional love here, okay? It says, you are clear, pure love. Nothing from your past will block your dreams. Your future will be nothing like what has been before. You are at the center of your universe, looking outward through your experiences. When you look out in balance, you are seeing through love and will experience many variations of love. Make love your purpose. Find it wherever you can. If you begin to introduce anything to your world that does not feel like love, shift your awareness, your energy, or your eyes until you return to love. Become so devoted to your purpose of love that no one will sway you from it. Unconditional love is not about tolerating or diminishing yourself to make another feel good. These are conditional actions that will make you feel less than or resentful. If you are trying to believe something that is not your truth, it will feel awful because you are not in agreement with your soul. Your job is to feel balance in every moment. If you can't, go easy on yourself, as it is just a sign you are yet to love something about yourself. Okay, so this has everything to do with your soulmate. and how your soulmate was making you feel and what your soulmate was putting you through. They're mentally, physically, and spiritually manipulations, okay? Whoever you were dealing with that was your soulmate here, or that whoever you gotta let it go, okay? Like any negative energies that they had towards you you gotta let all that go, because now you're with your twin flame. You're in a twin flame energy. You're on the twin flame journey, and that's not true. Whatever, it's not true. It is not true at all. You literally have to be like, I am not with this soulmate anymore. Whatever happened, but this is a different vibration and or frequency. You do not know what to expect. Okay, like you can't, oh, well, my ex-boyfriend did, my ex-girlfriend, my ex-husband, like, who at this point is not, like, who gives a fuck? It's not on your priority. It's not your priority. It's not your, that they put you through a lot. And if they didn't put you a lot here, like, this person definitely saw things, and they definitely was supposed to be authentic and, you know, send you on your way, okay, or send you to that person, and they did not do that, okay? They did not do that at all, and they were supposed to do that. They saw the twin flame signs between you and them, you and this other person. Sorry. Okay, tell me more about this energy. We have the Seven of Swords here. Those of you who are already with your twin flame here, there is some past situations going on here. You both are not fully focused on your purpose. Okay? Yeah, you both are not focusing on your purpose, okay? Seven of Swords is here. Seven of Swords is here. What's the Seven of Swords? The Emperor. Divine Masculine is lying. Divine Masculine is blocking. Why is Divine Masculine lying? They probably want to fuck up a soulmate. That's probably what the fuck it is. They want to fuck a soulmate up. Okay? Yeah, they're looking at the soulmate. They're like, you knew of the signs and you didn't say anything? Look at the cards is on the floor, like... Yeah, so Divine Masculine is looking like, they're like, you knew of the signs of the twin flames and you didn't say anything, so Divine Masculine is keeping something to themselves here. There's something that Divine Masculine is not telling you. They're not telling you something. They like, it's something about like you saw something before it happened, you didn't come towards me and say anything. What's the what's the Seven of Swords and the Emperor? What is Divine Masculine lying about? The Two of Pentacles is here. Yeah. Divine Masculine wants to do something. They're not telling you. They want to... This could have something to do with your purpose here, but I feel like if this is your purpose here, this is like a loophole. Like, I can go this way or I can go that way. It's definitely a lower frequency. Overall energy is the King of Swords here. This is going to bring the truth out about some type of lie. Because Divine Masculine's... Okay, so Divine Masculine is right. There was a lie. And Divine Masculine doesn't want to further this purpose until the truth comes out about who knew what was going on between you and Divine Feminine. Okay? And so they're like, if I go on a low frequency following this purpose here, I will then find out whether if this person knew of the twin flame signs between me and Divine Feminine. That would have canceled out a lot of the things and a lot of the things that I personally went through. You know what I'm saying? So that's where Divine Masculine is at here. They're mad. They're pissed. Okay? Because at this point, they have a theory. They have a theory. They think something. It is true. But they're like, I need to find out whether... I need proof. Two of Pentacles here. I need proof. Say more about this energy here. They need proof. We have the Ace of Cups is here. The Ace of Cups here. Ten of Wands is here. So tell me more about this energy. Four of Wands is here. This is a struggle coming out here. Popped out and then I'm rushing too. Because Divine Masculine doesn't want you to find this out. Tell me more about this energy. The King of Cups is here. So Divine Masculine is being emotionally mature. The love between you and Divine Masculine has deepened though. Over our energy, we have the Wheel of Fortune here as well. So, you know what this is? This is Divine Masculine becoming more sharper and more focused. It's almost like Divine Masculine. You know how sometimes you go through life and you're like, okay, yeah, I'm focused, I'm this, I'm that. And your parents are supposed to be there to give you that like second step. But instead, life shows you that I'm your mom, I'm your dad, and this is the second step. You would rather, though, hear it from your mom or your dad rather than life showing you. And I feel like this is what this is here. And I feel like this has a lot to do. Has a soulmate written all over it. Because I'm telling you, this is a soulmate. And I feel like a soulmate was looking at how envious this king, this Divine Masculine was. How envious. They were looking at how happy that this Divine Masculine was with you here and a deepening of their relationship here, and they were very envious about that. You were very envious about that. They squinted their eyes. They were looking at this person like, como tu tá bel? Do you know? Like, perhaps, like, and the King of Swords this is a soulmate. Tell me more about this energy here. And Divine Masculine is being very mature about the energy, though. About the whole entire situation here, especially you. This is obviously something that they can't be so public about, especially with you. They're, I would say, appreciative, but honestly, if they didn't have to be humble and everything, this person would be high on life. They would be high on life right now. Seven of Wands is here. Five of Pentacles is here. Over energy is the Seven of Wands here. So this don't have all the facts here. Don't have all the facts here, and Divine Masculine is blocking the fact that they don't have all the facts because they don't want a rejection. They don't want to come to a roadblock where it's like, oh, you've been denied, you don't have access to it. But they're like, I know it's a soulmate, I know it's them, I know they did this on purpose, I know because I hurt their feelings, and they recognize the vibration, they recognize the frequency, they recognize the energy when they went through some shit. They're like, I know it's them, this is their coding here. So they don't want to hear a Five of Pentacles here. Is it important? No, it's not important, to be quite honest here. It's not important because you and Divine Feminine have a purpose. Divine Masculine, you and Divine Masculine has a purpose, and that's not, it's just, I feel like this is quite demasculating. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like this is quite demasculating, and soul love came up because it's like, honestly, give this person love. Because at the end of the day, they're envious, they're jealous of the purpose that you have with your twin flame, and also you're extremely happy with them. That's not something that they had or have. They don't have that to that extent, Let's get one more card here. This is something that is hitting home. And it hit home for this soulmate. It was hitting home for their soulmate. We have twin flame signs. This soulmate was like, oh my God. And it was written on their forehead. It was like, oh, this shit is twin flame signs. If it was a snake, it would have bit me. This motherfucker didn't even say that shit. They was just like, oh shit, like, I'm pregnant. Like, that's what that was. And this person was like, I have no other option but to fuck up this connection. And I cannot. It hit home like if somebody cheated on them and you didn't do shit. Okay? Let's get one more card here. Somebody's father could be popping up here, but it don't have to be somebody's father. Okay, but somebody's father could be popping up here. Okay, can I get one more card for this twin flame reading? We have the King of Wands here and the Ace of Wands. This is Divine Masculine coming out and having a new... Divine Masculine is deciding to not investigate, but air quote, like they know that the pentacle part, the proof, okay, they know that this is not going to go in their favor, okay? They know that this is not going to go in their favor. So instead, this is someone that is getting to know the people, okay, a lot more. Like they find themselves being like, oh, I'm so for the culture, I'm so for the people. Like, you know, if it was a snake, it would have bit me, actually. You know what I'm saying? Rather than having twin flames written on the forehead. So I'm going to go home. I'm going to take care of my kids. I'm going to take care of my husband, take care of my wife, my twin flame, and do what I need to do and still be friends with the frenemy. Okay? Still be friends with the enemy. That's how this person is rolling. Okay? Over our energy, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and that's the same energy that they're bringing in with the Ace of Cups and the King of Cups. So you would not even know, this frenemy, this enemy would not even know that this is what they're doing. Okay, and it's authentic because you're coming around, somebody's inviting them to the party, somebody's inviting them to the social events. Like, you would not know that the King of Wands is undercover trying to figure out whether they did something. But honestly, this Divine Masculine, your Divine Masculine just needs to come to an understanding that this is his soulmate's coding, and what they actually want proof of is not actually what they want proof of. They actually just want proof of this person's emotional state and their coding, like finding out if this person was envious or jealous, and it would make sense. It would make sense to know that somebody had it out for them, and causation equals correlation at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hearing Stefan. Oh, there's like somebody on YouTube. Something about astrology. That's what this is. Okay, that's what this is here. And I feel like once Divine Masculine figures this out here, they just need to leave their soulmate alone and just continue to be on their purpose. And like, obviously the things that they went through with this soulmate here, anytime they made them feel like shit, honestly, is not valid towards them. Anytime a soulmate has made you feel like shit, Divine Feminine, is not valid towards you. Okay, like, it has no effect on you, because everything about this soulmate's journey with you was pure jealousy and envy and preventing you from getting to your twin flame. So of course everything is on them, and the things and the way how you reacted, the things that you said here, that was honestly what they wanted you to feel and what they wanted you to go through. Like, they wanted you to feel like shit. That's going to prevent you from not being a vibrational match for this twin flame, so that way you could be stuck in this karmic energy with these soulmates, and you could be a fish literally probably out of water. Okay, like, that's what that was. You know what I'm saying? And I just hope that Divine Masculine just, you know, comes to this understanding here. It seems like it with the King of Wands here, but they need to understand that, like, it's their coding. It sounds like them. If it quack like a duck and act like a duck, then maybe it's a duck. And continue to focus on your purpose. And 9 times out of 10, when you do focus on your purpose, when you're twin flame here or any soulmates that is on a high frequency, high vibration energy, you will find out that this person is shady. You know, you can tell in their coding here. It's just that, like, you know, Divine Masculine, I have a purpose. Like, I want you to be honest and authentic. This is a soulmate that's not going to be honest and authentic here. I'm hearing About Time, the movie. This is a life of a guilty man. This is definitely a guilty man. Guilty as charged. Okay, this is a guilty woman. This is a guilty man. Oh, you caught me. Okay, one of my favorite movies, About Time. He's a lawyer and he can go back in time, etc., etc. You know, so you can go look that up here. And the movie was predominantly about him going back in time and, you know, building his life in a higher commitment, and, you know, spending time with the people that he loves and not taking them for granted. So I feel like this is where the King of Wands is at. Like, the King of Wands is in this energy with you, Divine Feminine, and they're just like, I don't want to take anything for granted, and I don't want people putting me in a situation where I'm taking my life for granted, or it looks like I'm taking my life for granted. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to cherish and go in this purpose direction towards divine masculine, divine feminine. Like, that's not right. I feel like guilty. I have to confine you. I have to like state you as guilty. Like, that's not okay, and remind you of my purpose. But they don't, because the relationship with this soulmate, with divine masculine and you, divine feminine, it was very shitty. Divine feminine too, like, you had to tap into divine masculine energy a lot. It was very shitty. You know what I'm saying? And it felt like with this soulmate here, they did know things, she did know things, he did know things. It was like a lot of hypotheses and theories and purpose and policies and rules. It was a lot going on here, and it was not transparent at all. Someone makes your skin crawl, somebody getting on your skin, like, it was very like, getting on those dirty fingernails with this soulmate here, and it just wasn't it. That's not it. So you both need to just honestly release this energy and just be like, you know what, this soulmate, say it to yourself, this soulmate was going through a lot. Like, that is not who I am. That is not my purpose. I'm in this purpose energy. I have a child, went my twin flame. I have a business, and that is not who I am. And you will literally see you and your twin flame like in a different light. You'd be like, I feel like the world is my oyster. You'd feel like a light is coming from, your heart chakra all the way to your mouth and to your head. Like, it would be like, oh my God, it would be an experience. It's a state of enlightenment, and that's where you both need to go in the direction of. Okay, I'm gonna get an exit card here. I'm gonna get a tea leaf card. So we have dolphin here. Dolphins use 2% of their brain, so this makes a lot of sense with twin flames. We have financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past here. And being that this is a dolphin, I'm seeing that these are financial institutions or money that is for higher commitments. Okay, like, it's not intended for you to, go get your, well, I wouldn't say you can't go get your nails done, but like, if you're investing, making smart decisions and making smart investments, financial investments here for the long term here, like, getting your nails done, it may not be a long-term investment, okay, because that would be something like personal, because your nails get messed up in the end, like, it's more of an accessory. But from a financial standpoint here, like, save your money in the bank, right? Like, save your money in the bank, right? Like, buy more professional clothes, right? Buy better quality clothes, right? This could be like, pay, like, I don't know, not bills. This wouldn't be bills. This would be like savings account, like YP, I think YPT, YP, whatever it is, like interest, like, things like that. Or like if you have a company, right, buy cars for your company, right? Like things like that. Put your money and put money in your kid's bank account for college or for a car or whatever you do. Like, it would be this. It would be towards your purpose. That's what this dolphin energy is. Over energy, we have barrel here. You feel like something is lacking in your life here, perhaps love, money, or goals. Okay, so with this 2% energy here, or this dolphin energy here, I feel like this barrel here is a soulmate, and this soulmate was putting this barrel energy in your love life, money, and goals. Okay, so with this money, you're going to invest it in your love life, you're going to invest in your finances, and you're going to invest in your goals. Okay, so this has everything to do with your purpose. Like, make sure those 4 pillars is strong. Okay, make sure when you go do something for your husband, your wife, your twin flame, it's rememberable. Make sure when you go invest in the business, business, it's like strong. Like, those cards are amazing, immaculate cards, you know what I'm saying, for your company. Or like if you have a clothing line, make sure that's a good, like, machinery, you know what I'm saying. Like, it's strong. Okay, this is the 4 of Wands here, and some tarot readers say that the King of Wands is like big, deep, dick energy, okay? Okay, so congratulations. That's all that I have for you. I hope you all enjoy. Remember to like, subscribe, share, look, and subscribe. So we'll see that talk if you check on my Instagram. And until then, I will see you guys next time. Bye.